So here we are at Croft for this week's edition of Track Talk. Very challenging circuit, a lot of fun, loads of fun. A bit of everything, it's bumpy, it's narrow, it's wild, lots of curves, lots of high speed, also slow speed. All very challenging, but mega track, big boy track as well, and we're going to talk you through it now. So, reached turn 1, just take a look behind, see the floppy markers. These are your sort of 100 metre, 150 metre, 50 metre brake markers. You can brake quite deep into here, and strangely you don't have to be on the brake before, you don't have to trail brake in here. Massive bump on the way through, we're one of the most challenging corners in the country. A lot of fun, a bit like a roller coaster to be honest, as you'll see as we go through it. You want to hit the curb, not so much you go over the other side, just clip it, just to get bouncing it a little bit, just to get that rotation. You carry a lot of speed, because you're straight into pretty much a gravel trap, which is you straight line, pretty much just missing the gravel trap before you throw it into the second part of the chicane just ahead, which we'll go to next. So we've reached the second part now. As you can see here, you pretty much on a straight line, it's just skim the gravel. At which point you are literally just throwing the car through to here to the second part. You don't want to ride the curb, you want to kiss the curb. Lift the inside wheel up, get it rotating to get as much rotation through this first part as you can, because it sets you up through the long sort of traction zone leading up to the chicane further up, and that sets up your whole run all the way down to town. Here at the final part of this first complex, chicane. Easy flat if you get it right, very bumpy. You want to either just nip the curb or go all over it, there's no sort of in between. You want to sort of kiss this one and straight line through that one if you can. Very kindly, someone earlier moved the tyre barriers for us, so we can straight line it, which is very handy. You can very easily wash out in the exit, as it really drops off camber wise in the exit at the corner. It's very easy to end up in the middle of nowhere over there. But now up next is a run down to tower.
Like the cool blue light, like the cool blue light.
All joking aside, as everyone keeps saying, this is probably the most important corner on the track. Braking, very bumpy on the way, and the car's really unsettled coming into here. But you brake around sort of 100 metre mark, and you want to, it's sort of not a late apex, but it's not an early apex. Likes to wash out on the exit and in the middle. But if you get it right out of here, you can get runs on people all the way through the S's down to the bottom of the circuit. Challenging, but not sort of in terms of, you know, outright pay. It's not quick, it's not slow, it's just one of those corners that's a bit awkward, to be honest. Great place to overtake. You can fire and move up the inside or down the outside sometimes, depending how it pans out. Or if it's very greasy, you just go straight on like I did this morning.
Insert footage here.
But yeah, crucial corner for lap time and from a racing perspective. You need to get this right to get. It pretty much sets up half the circuit basically from here. Yeah, onwards to the Essex.
These are quite big, aren't they?
Yeah, but the thing, you don't really feel them in the car. But equally, you don't really want to be on here. You want to keep the car quite settled, because it's pushing wide. Like pretty much mid-corner onwards, you're pushing wide, so you don't really want to be touching or unsettling the balance of the car, to be honest. It is so easy to run wide. If you run too wide, you drop off the edge.
And you go off track limits like you've done this in race 2?
Yeah, but I wasn't here. We'll get to that later. So we're at the S's now. Not too much to say about this, it's easy flat, but I am going to introduce the infamous Ollie.
We'll get to Ollie later in a bit more of a technical bit.
It can't work. We're heading into Sunny Inn. Obviously just come through the S's, as we've just been through. This is probably the most nerve-wracking corner on the track. It goes one or two ways. You're flat all the way through this bit here, which although it looks quite roomy, you quickly run out of room. And you'll probably brake in about sort of a little bit further up from here. Braking's really hard because you're fully loaded and you're trying to turn at the same time as braking, and you need a really heavy brake. Although you can carry a lot of speed through here, you have to get it right on the entry, otherwise the whole rest of the sequence is ruined. You want to take a bit of curb, but not too much curb. The curb's quite aggressive, and it drops in the middle of the apex as well, which means you can carry quite a bit of speed through, but it sort of throws you out on the exit. And then heading into the second part, as we'll have a look at in a minute, you'll see what I'm being into. Sunny out. It's a lot of fun, not so much fun in the wet. It's pretty much flat. If you get it right and you haven't overheated your tyres, or it's not wet and you end up over there, it's easy flat. For us, a lot of this corner is about momentum, getting into the complex, to be honest. So you can make moves up here as well. If someone gets it wrong, which is very easy to get wrong on Sunny In, you can quite often make moves on Sunny Out. But now we're heading up to complex. So we're up at the complex now. Really tricky braking zone. You want to brake quite late. Late apex, but hug the inside. Yeah, not too heavy brake, but you really need to set yourself up going into the rest of the complex, which we'll go to next. We're fighting against the light now, but we're probably the two most important corners on this track. So this is the bulk of the complex. You've got really hard brake. Just back there, there's not a lot of room to do it in. Pretty much the curb finishes, you're on the brakes. And you want to throw it over the inside of this as much as you can. But not run wide and not get track limits buried, just like I did there. Is this the tightest hairpin in the country? We're up at the hairpin, very challenging corner. One, as Ollie will tell you, I keep getting wrong. But you want to come out of the corner up there in the middle of the road to sort of get this right and get the right angle on it, because you've not got a lot of room when you set the car back up for this part to actually get the braking done. It's actually quite a heavy brake, and you want to take quite a late apex to sort of maximise your exit. But you can't really see it too well. But it's sort of the way the hairpin is, it's sort of like you've got a lot of openness and it tightens right back up. So it's quite a sudden sort of final part. It's very easy to run wide. A lot of people flick grass and dirt and all sorts up over here. And that is a run down to the start finish straight here at Croft. So that completes our track walk here at Croft. Thank you very much for joining us. Please subscribe, like, follow us for future videos, and as ever, thank you to all the people who followed so far, and all the amazing sponsors and my team for everything they do for us at race weekend.